What's going on, everybody? Oh man, I've done a few of these videos where I've been really angry after the performances of the team, whether that was the Wolves game or recently the Liverpool game. Last night, I'm pretty sure, tops it tenfold this season. Utterly tops it. This is sort of, it was not even, the emotions are just still there, fresh from yesterday. I thought I'm not gonna do the video today. I'd let it sit, let it sort of work out exactly how we came to the situation we were in, and then post a video at some point today, after everything was settled and after I could sort of control what I'm feeling, how angry I am today from yesterday's game, and how much it has absolutely pissed me off to the point where I can't even be bothered with this season no more. That's how real it is. Arsenal versus Villareal 0-0. Arsenal go out, Villareal go to the finals of the Europa League. Let's do it. The lineup is on the screen. We went with Leno in goal, Bellerin holding, Mari, and a late change. Tierney came in for Granit Xhaka, who was supposed to play. Partey played in. Ahead of him was kind of Smith Rowe and Odegaard, and then up front was Saka, Aubameyang, and Nicola Pepe. And now on paper you're thinking, cool, that's an attacking lineup, but it was anything but an attacking lineup. It was bullshit from start to finish. I'm not even going to go through the whole game. It was utterly diabolical. Aubameyang hit the post twice. The first one was a kind of a lucky shot where he just sort of hit it out of thin air and it sort of went round the defender, hit the post. Second one was in the second half. We headed the ball and hit the post. Nicola Pepe had a shot hit just wide second half. Emil Smith Rowe got the ball, chipped it just over for second half. I mean, genuinely, from start to finish, this team was fucking useless, utterly useless, and it stems right from the manager as well. Like in previous seasons, where in the Champions League, even for instance, now that's a while ago now, but even in the Europa League against Villareal a couple of seasons back when Emery was in charge, and we needed a victory away from home, we needed a performance away from home, he stepped up, Emery did. So did the players step up, and we won that game, the 5-2 or something. In the Champions League, where albeit we went out against AC Milan, but we were 4-0 down from the first leg and we absolutely battered AC Milan second leg 3-0 at home. We should have gone through. Other games I can vividly remember, even against Liverpool when we lost that game away at Anfield and we scored 3 or 4 goals. But we needed these games, and every player showed up, including the manager. Every single person showed up. Yesterday, not one fucking player showed up. Maybe, just maybe, Emil Smith Rowe turned up. That was it. He's the only person you can hold with any regard yesterday. Everybody else was utter useless. And it stems right from the manager. Without doubt it stems from the manager. This man, who was coached by Arsene Wenger, firstly, sat alongside Pep for 4 years, or 3 years. So you know attacking football. You know what the philosophy is for attacking football. But this man spends most of his time working on patterns of play and building up sequences. Leno, get it to Holding, who plays it to Bellerin, who plays it down the line to whoever's there, who cuts inside, plays it across to Aubameyang, who's going to then turn in and hit the ball into the top corner. We saw it against Liverpool, we saw it against Fulham. But that is not football. That is certain sequences of play when the game allows it. Not let me try that pattern of play every single fucking time. The man has forgotten the basics of football. It's to score goals. It's to attack. We had 10 chances yesterday. We had 1 on target. For a club that boasts the likes of Saka, Odegaard, Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, Pepe, You know, even Lacazette on the bench, Willian. We mustered 1 shot on target in what is arguably our biggest game of the season. Funny enough, for some reason, I don't know why I did it, I decided to go over yesterday and watch Arsenal versus Burnley 5-0. Arsene Wenger's last home game in charge. We had 19 shots on goal. 8 on target, we scored 5 goals. It was a free-for-all game. It was a meaningless game, but we still just absolutely trounced them. This team can't even muster up 10 shots. 5 on target. We managed 4 shots on target throughout the whole of the 180 minutes. I'm utterly done with this manager now. And as much as I love Arteta for what he's done for Arsenal, let's be honest, let's be frank. In the same way that Abramovich sacked Lampard because he was underachieving, this man's a legend of the club. A legend up there compared to Arteta for Arsenal there. There's no even near comparison in terms of legendary status at the football club. And Abramovich just said to him, you know what you've done as a player, no, we ain't going to question that. You're going to have a statue one day. But as a manager, sorry mate, you're out of here. This is ridiculous. The Arsenal board will not do that for Arteta. And Arteta is not man enough to change, at the moment anyway, the way in which he's working. He works too much on structure and on principle and on positional play. Let your attackers just play football, man. Just let your players fucking play football. Like, all of these games in recent times, yeah, since Tierney got injured, straight away Arteta should have gone to a back 3-4-3. I don't give a shit how much it disrupts the play. We played that system last season. Because what you did was you took Xhaka out of the midfield and you left Partey in there by himself. And let's be honest with you, Partey has been utterly shit since. Because he's been having to do everything by himself. And now, everybody's questioning him. Is he actually any good? Is he any better than El Neni could do? Yeah, no, he is. He's actually a world-class midfielder. But unfortunately, the way that we're playing, he's made to look like a fucking donkey. We play 3-4-3. Saka can stay in at left midfield. Bellerin, for all intents and purposes, you know I don't like him anymore as a footballer. But he doesn't have to have that defensive responsibility from right wing back. He can go forward as much as he wants to, and he's got cover behind him in defence. He's not having to worry about, oh shit, am I going to get what position? Am I going to have to bust the gut to get in? Yesterday, Arteta put Kieran Tierney into the side, knowing full well the man was not fully fit. Why do that? Why not then just start Saka, put at left back, put Martinelli up top? Why not put flipping Cedric at left back? He might not be the answer, but he's sure as well the answer when we haven't got 100% fit Kieran Tierney. This again all comes down to the manager. And I don't get what is going on with this man. Now for me, I never said it before, I was always truly behind him and saying this man's going to get us out of it. When he gets in the 5-6 players he needs and he wants, that will be it. But this is our biggest game of the season. A chance to get into the final, albeit against Man United, we probably would have got battered against them, but albeit a chance to go to Champions League football. Again, rectify the wrongs that we have done over the past 5 years. And guess what happens? We couldn't do it. You know, it's not often time, like I said, that I will call for this man's head, but hashtag Arteta out. Because I can't go through seeing this shit anymore. Like it's just impossible. And like I said, the board ain't gonna do it. We're worried about the board being like hashtag Kroenke out. How are we gonna get our hashtag Kroenke out if we can't even get hashtag Arteta out? And you know, against West Brom on Saturday, we'll go into that game. We'll probably beat them 3 or 4-0, and everyone will be smiling on the touchline like it means anything. You know, we're 6 points off the Europa League spot, with 4 games left to play. We 100% need to take maximum points, and that includes a game against Chelsea away from home. We're not going to get it. I'll be surprised even if we get a result against West Brom at the weekend. We're a mid-table club. I saw a stat, I think it was from James Bench. Since the Manchester United game away from home where we won 1-0, we have played 30 odd games, I think. We have won 13. Lost 14, drawn 11, or lost and drew a different amount on the other side. That is an embarrassing stat for a club like Arsenal. 10 games this season at home that we failed to score in, our worst in history. History. We scored like 19 goals in 19 games at home. This man, how many times I've got... He was coached by Wenger, the man who let everything go, who let everyone just free for all attack. Coached by, sat alongside and studied under Pep Guardiola. A man who's already scored like 57 or 70 goals this season at home. Like, how has Arteta got it so wrong? I don't get it. And the thing is, yeah, people can say, well, it's not the player, it's not the manager, it's the players aren't good enough. We know they're not good enough. But I will guarantee you, if Arsene Wenger was in charge of this current team, we'd be in the top 5. We'd be in that Europa League final, because we would have battered Villareal yesterday. If Pep Guardiola or Klopp was in charge, we would be in the top 4 and in the Europa League final. If Tuchel was in charge, with the players that we've got, the way we had been playing, that these players would be given everything for him. Would be chasing down every single little ball. Not one player here, maybe one player there. No, everything would be chasing down. And they're not doing it for him. They're not doing it for Arteta anymore. They're just not doing it. Whether it's Arteta telling them not to press or being cautious. Listen, I'd rather have lost 3-0 yesterday knowing full well we had 15 shots on them compared to just 3 for them. But we gave absolutely everything. Look at Roma yesterday. Roma went out 8-5 on aggregate. They had like triple the amount of shots on target that Man United had. David De Gea had a worldie yesterday again. But guess what? They went out with their heads held high, albeit they lost 6-2 away from home. But at home, they showed full well that they could have beaten Manchester United on the day, and they could have scored 6 themselves if it hadn't been for David De Gea. Our one shot on target, can I just add, came from Aubameyang shooting and their keeper crabbing it into his arms and the ball rolling through his legs. That keeper was sloppy all night last night. And guess what? We did nothing. Nothing to test him. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Who do we go from here with? I don't know. There's talk that, Maurizio Sarri is available. I don't think I would want that. Massimiliano Allegri is available. I would take that. Right now, we need an experienced coach. Guess who else is available? Rafa Benitez is available. I know my boy Chad's a big advocate of that. And you know what? I'll go for that as well. Because it can't get any worse than what's going now. An experienced manager who knows how to get the best out of his players and who knows what he can do with his team. Wow, man. The anger inside of me is a lot. Is a lot. And like I said in a previous video, I wasn't fasting all day just to watch my team produce that utter pile of crap. But guess what? I did. I set myself up for disappointment. Because this team disappoints me. This team will be the death of me. I've said it before and I've said it again. I'm leaving it there. Listen, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Follow me on Twitter as well, Miss CJ Wright. Follow my podcast journey, Pringle Talks Football. I want him gone. For whatever love I have for him as a player or as a manager, nothing anymore. So that's it. Thank you very much.